Okay, we're at the Five and Diner in Worcester, Massachusetts with Shawn Fallon, the general manager, and Lon Hall, you're the executive chef. This place, I gotta tell you, I'm gonna pan over here. This place just reeks of cool. I'm sorry. I haven't tried the cornbread. Well, actually, why don't we do that right now? And it tastes good.
Perfect.
I mean, this place just reeks of pool.
Thank you very much.
Now, I understand there's a few of these around the country, not a whole lot of them. What made you decide to go into this?
Well, they hired me about 6 months ago. This is the people who Bob and Lori Watson own the Five and Diner. There's 12 across the country. I just think it's a really cool concept that can really provide growth. It's a great spot for families. And I love that kind of retro nostalgic, the music, the era, the icons, pop icons.
I mean, even the TVs have TV things around them to make them look like old TVs. I noticed the jukebox at the booth, the old jukeboxes, so people can play their music just like in the old days. How long has the Five and Diner been here?
We've been here for 6 years, and I think the company's about 25 years old. Started originally in Arizona, 16th Street in Phoenix. They've had some growth in the past with the economy. They kind of, held off pushing new restaurants, but now there's a big push on now to grow more nationally, especially in the Northeast.
Now, as the executive chef, you're talking about bad economic times, as he was saying. The challenge is to make something tasty, but people can still afford it. How much of a challenge is that as the chef?
Great question. I think what we're doing here is getting cooks back to being cooks and really focusing on the culinary side of it to have that old world, that diner food come back into play. So it's a really, really strong basic comfort food value. So that's where we're going. It's not really that difficult to do.
Yeah, well, a lot of the change it's bagged food, it's frozen food, and we're really taking the Five and Diners and trying to get back to that, making it from scratch. So it has a unique flair, and we can do it and provide great plates at a family affordable value.
Now that's a very good point. One of the appeals of diners in general is that you go to a diner, you see a person cooking. The grill will be either right in front of you, or there'll be a set-up grill, and you'll be able to see it over the counter. And of course, I should mention the counter's on the other side, which we'll take a picture of a little bit later, because I'm normally a counter guy. And when you're just cooking everything from scratch instead of bagged and microwaved, it's a real difference in taste.
Well, you control your flavor using the secret weapon of salt and pepper. To be honest.
And when people can see the cooks take more pride in being out there. It's their artisans, really. They're out there creating things, and they can see the guest reaction. The guests can see them preparing it. It's kind of a nice little relationship that you can have in a diner. That personal touch. With that guy's cooking my food. Oftentimes it's a faceless. You don't know where it's coming from. But with an open window, you can see right into what's going on back there.
Now, as a culinary, I noticed the title on the coat is Director of Culinary. All right. What is the first? If I'm a young person and I'm getting my first job, maybe as a short order cook, what is the first mistake that you have to wean people out of thinking? And I'm going to take a bite of this, by the way, while you're thinking about that.
First, that everybody can do it. And second, it's not having the passion for it, because it's a level of care when you're cooking for someone else. You have to really survive that old world culture of worrying about the guests. And if you can put that into your head, you will be successful.
So it's all a question of caring about the food you're making.
I think so.
Instead of, turning a table is nice, but if the customer's not happy,
ain't nobody happy. Your mama ain't happy, right?
That's the way it is. I notice you have several classic cars out there today. Is that for an event, or is that?
We're very fortunate today. The Today Show is coming to the Five and Diner here in Worcester to film a segment on companies doing business around nostalgia, and there's nothing more nostalgic than the Five and Diner.
That's true. I mean, you gotta love these. I mean, you might remember. if you're old enough like me, if you're an old gray-head buzzard like myself, you remember those little Coke things and the Gulf sign and the motor oil when it was actually cans. There was oil did once actually come in cans for those who don't know it. Now, where is the Five and Diner if people around the state want to find it?
We're at 525 Lincoln Street in Worcester, Massachusetts. It's in Lincoln Plaza, right off of Route 70. Runs along this side, and 290, right off of Interstate 290.
All right. Well, I'm going to be ordering shortly. Since it's Wednesday, I'm probably going to be going for the pancakes. So I'll let you know how it goes. But I'll tell you, if the cornbread is any indication, I think I'm going to very much like it here. And what are your hours, by the way?
We're open 7 days a week at 7 a.m. Sunday through Thursday we close at 9, and Fridays and Saturdays we're open late till 10 o'clock at night.
We do offer breakfast, lunch, and dinner
All day long. All right. Well, thank you very much for your time, and I'm going to chow down.
Thank you.